Good evening, everyone. Phil here, and welcome to the Daily Wrap for what was Thursday, the 7th of August, 2025. A day that I honestly wish went better. All right, just to be transparent with all of you, I do feel like the day went better, but I think it was kind of out of our control. Um, and when I say that, what I mean is today, sadly, the first game that we had selected to play ended up not working. And I don't mean it doesn't work as like a game, but it just it had bugs. It was boring. It kind of was very disappointing compared to the experience that I had the first time around when I played this game a year and a half ago. Of course, I'm talking about Robocop, the Rogue City Unfinished Business expansion, which we started playing today. Let's go through piece by piece so you know exactly what's going on. So, on the first stream, we had the Level 1 podcast. And on that podcast, we talked about how Xbox/Microsoft is once again canceling more freaking games, if you can believe it. They are. Even more games have been canceled. More studios seem to be on the verge of closing. It seems like they have completely lost their way. It's another sad story that we covered. But we also talked about other various topics and the like. It was a good show in the last podcast of the week, so give it a look if you missed it earlier today. Now, after that, we jumped into Robocop Rogue City Unfinished Business on PC, because now I'm a PC gamer. I don't even have the Xbox Series X in this office anymore. We have it set up downstairs. My wife uses it to play games sometimes. So I buy this game, I install it, I boot it up. Everything maxes settings, because it says by default you should be playing on max settings. Initially, we start to realize, seems like every time that we're walking into a new area, the game stutters. Oh, you know why? Because it's loading the new area. And as it loads the new area, it doesn't do it seamlessly. So that's a problem. Then we start to notice that as I try to look down the sights with certain guns, the doesn't work. Like you do it, nothing happens. I'm pressing the trigger, nothing happens. And it's not my controller, it's the game. Then we continue to play, and I get to a console where you need to interact with it. And when I interact with it, the game crashes and skips a story-based cutscene. When we reboot the game, we're past the cutscene and have no idea what happened in the story. Then later on, to make matters worse, we're at the end of the stream, I'd say about a half an hour before the end of the stream. So it's like maybe 3:30 p.m. Pacific time. Another console. I was like, uh-oh. This time, Robocop has to interact with the console, but there's no cutscene after. So what ends up happening is the game crashes, comes back, and you have to replay 5 minutes of gameplay. Let me try it again. Did all the gameplay, got up to the console, go to interact with it. It crashes again. The game has hard locked itself. I can't get past this console. The game will not stop crashing. I don't know what it is that when he interacts with the console, the game crashes. But the weird part is, the reason I got this expansion is because people had played it on console. They had played it on Xbox and on PlayStation and told me that it was good. Well, guess what? Apparently on PC, it is an actual buggy mess. Now, to make matters even worse, just to be abundantly transparent here, it's exactly the same as Rogue City, meaning there's nothing new. So far, 2 hours in, there's no new guns, there's no new attacks, there's no new upgrades. It's the same upgrade tree, it's the same exact gameplay loop, it's exactly the same. So basically, if you really liked Robocop Rogue City and you were wanting more, this is a way to get another 10, 15 hours of Robocop that's exactly the same as the first game. But honestly, I'm not shocked at this. The audience today was like, this is kind of not that good. We already saw this when you played the game originally. This is kind of a letdown. And I have to agree with the audience. When you're playing an expansion a year and a half, 2 years later after, you want new gameplay elements, new challenges, not the same thing again. Imagine if when Shadow of the Erd Tree released for Elden Ring, it was exactly the same gameplay loop as the original game. No new weapons, no new classes, nothing new, just keep killing generic enemies and going through legacy dungeons and nothing added at all. It was the opposite. If you remember, Shadow of the Erd Tree had tons of new weapons, giant new bosses, maneuverability things, all new stuff. This has none of that. So I was like, So basically, we ended that gameplay session at 3:30, and I said, let's just hang out for like a half an hour, and we did. By the end of the stream, I want to say I had raised maybe $70. I think it was 70 on the nose. I think it was $70. Obviously, not even halfway to my support goal. People were upset because they thought it was going to be better, and I can't even play if I wanted to because the game locked itself. So it was a disaster. A disaster not of my own doing, but that the game sucks on PC. That's really ridiculous. You would think a game like Robocop Rogue City would actually be optimized more for a PC audience, because it seems like that's more of the centric audience for the game, but apparently not. Apparently the game is just awful on a PC. So we ended that stream at 97 goals still. Tonight was Thursday night fights, meaning we wasn't Friday night, but we were still going to do throwback Capcom versus SNK2 on the stream. So I started off playing on PC because last couple times I played on PS5, I wanted to level up both accounts equally. We had hit Super Diamond, so I wanted to go back to PC and get wins and try to get to Super Diamond over there. So I go over, and first of all, my friend Tony from Connecticut, my old friend from back home, actually wanted to do another challenge set tonight. And I said, sure, why not? I'm not like LTG. I'm not going to charge you $5,000 or make you send me workout videos because I'm gay or something. You know, we could just do it. It'll be fun to do again. Remember, we had done a challenge set when the game had first come out, and he had whooped my butt. Then we had done a challenge set after that, maybe about a month ago, and it was fairly matched. I did like narrowly beat him, but it was a pretty good match, evenly paced. So this time around, now I've been playing it more. I'm like, gee, how will I do? Well, honestly, this time I actually did a little better. I think he did beat me once or twice, but I can't remember how many times. But it was pretty much mostly in my favor this time, likely because I've been playing a heck of a lot more than him. So, but it was still a good set. He's really good with K-Groove, but couldn't get his Just Defense to come out because of the lag. It was laggy. So it is what it is. But then this was disappointing. I couldn't find anyone else on PC at all. Like I was searching. No one was coming up to play on PC. I was like, damn, that really stinks. Obviously, you want to be able to fight people on the each version. Is the PC version dead now? Maybe. Someone actually said if I played it on like a Friday night, I probably would have found someone, but it's a Thursday night tonight because I have a marathon tomorrow, right? So we had to switch over to PlayStation 5. And when I went over to PS5, man, it was just more of the same. It's people who literally are ranked at high ranks, and they don't know how to play the game. They actually don't understand combos, don't know how to hit. All they do is roll and mash buttons. So they roll and throw, roll and mash jab, roll super, roll uppercut. It's the worst thing you can do. It shows you're a scrub. Because when you're playing this game online, it drops your inputs and messes up your timing. So you're supposed to, in the actual game of Capcom versus SNK2, punish every single time someone rolls and it doesn't go through your move. Most people in competitive tournament play do not roll often. And they'll do it every once in a while when it's strategically timed. They never just roll move. But online, these scrubs do it all the time, and it works because the online play lags. That's sad. So you're degrading the overall gameplay of the game and making it look like a shitty game for scrubs just because you want to abuse lag to win at any means necessary and get wins, right? So I did beat a bunch of them. Some of them, they frustrated me. I was like one match, and they would scrub it out at the end. I said, fuck you. I'm not going to rematch you because you're fucking cheating and lag. Overall, leveled up a lot. In fact, the final set, once again, was a set against King Crimson, one of my viewers, and it went back and forth. He was beating me up with both his Nakaruru and his Athena, but I was starting to play better and actually was getting him a lot, so I earned a ton of points. He's actually a grandmaster, and I earned a ton of points tonight playing him, so basically now I think like we're in position with another stream on PS5. I might actually hit like Ultra Diamond now, okay? But that sucks because I wanted to have both the PC and the PS5 versions available, and it seems like I'm not finding that many people on PC. Eventually, I might have to actually drop the PC version, which really stinks. I hope not, but we'll see. Now, the other thing, I was not expecting tonight to hit a support goal. I wasn't. Whenever I play fighting games and it's not Friday night, I usually don't hit a goal, but I have hit goals frequently on Friday nights, so it sucks because what can you do, right? So I raised $100. I'm like, well, I'm not going to complain about that. That's good for retro fighting games, But the bummer is, once again, 2 streams, and I didn't hit a goal again. So now we're still going into the marathon tomorrow at 97 out of 100 goals. It sucks, and here's why. As I told you guys, if we hit 100 goals tomorrow, I'm going to order food from a local restaurant called Claim Jumper. It's a restaurant I've been to many times and I really like, but I'm going to order things I never had before. They have everything. They have sandwiches. They have salads. They have big, interesting appetizers. They have homemade pizzas. They hand toss and bake in their oven right there. They've got pasta. They've got steak, but I'm not going to order a steak. They have some seafood. They have a good variety of stuff. So I was thinking of ordering 1 or 2 things and actually like showing you what it was, just like usual for DSP Tries It. But now we're 3 goals away. But why? It's been a weird week. Some streams, I hit 2 to 3 goals on a stream. The GTA stream last night, almost 3 goals hit in one stream. And then other days, I can't hit goals at all. It really is a weird mix right now. It is. I feel like certain games are catching on, people like, and they'll support, and other games not so much, right? Death Stranding 2, doing consistently good. Minecraft, doing consistently good. American Truck Sim, doing consistently good. But then you got Donkey Kong Bonanza that everyone got tired of. That tanked, right? Ludo, I never was expecting to hit a goal, you know? So, yeah, I mean, it's just a weird situation. A whole week has passed and we didn't hit 10 goals, but it's not like I didn't get support this week. I absolutely did, okay? So here's the deal for tomorrow. Tomorrow is Mega Man Marathon Part 2. This means that all day tomorrow, I'll be playing Classic Mega Man 4, 5, and 6 via the Mega Man Legacy Collection on PC. My goal is to try to get through all 3 games. I don't know if I will, because back in January when we did Mega Man Marathon 1, I was thinking, oh, I'm going to breeze through Mega Man 1, 2, and 3. But dude, number 1, me being inebriated because I drink during these marathons. And number 2, me having barely ever played Mega Man 1. Dude, it took forever. It took me like over 3 hours to beat Mega Man 1. So I don't know how long it's going to take me to get through these games tomorrow. Plus, the bummer here is I've only played Mega Man 4 more than once. I owned it back in the day. Mega Man 5 and 6, I've only played once ever, and it was like 13 years ago. So I don't remember them. So I'm going to need your help to know what's the weakness of the boss and what order do I fight the bosses, and is there any secrets I need to know? I'm going to need your help. Okay, so let's see how it goes. But tomorrow will be a fun marathon. For every $100 of support raised tomorrow, I'm going to take a shot, and you guys get to pick the shots. But here's the thing. I want to do DSP Tries It tomorrow, but we got to hit the goals. So if we hit $450 of support, I'll order the food. But obviously, I don't want to wait too late. Dinner, I usually eat around 4:30. So we got to do it by then. Hopefully between, the 11:30 a.m. when I start and 4:30, we'll hit those goals and we'll order the food and we'll have a DSP Tries It. It won't be an issue. Okay. If we don't hit it, then my wife and I are just going to order from anywhere. I'll go downstairs. I'll ask her, what do you want? And we'll just order from somewhere we like. And likely it'll just be a feasting with the king, or I won't even record it. We'll just have a quick meal here together, and then we'll jump right back into Mega Man, okay? Also, one final thing. Tomorrow's marathon is really important. Why? Well, number 1, I'll be honest with you. Last month, I missed a week of work. I haven't really recovered from that. So this would help. Having a marathon that's well supported would help to make up for the fact that I ended up losing the whole week last month. But in addition to that, if this marathon does well, I'm going to do a bonus marathon at the end of August, Mega Man Marathon 3, and that will be the finale when I'm going to try to beat Mega Man 7 and 8 and maybe even dabble into 9. But the thing is, that's only going to happen if you guys show up, engage, and support with Mega Man tomorrow. I hope you will. I would love to do more Mega Man because people are asking me recently, when are you going to play retro games? We actually haven't seen you do it in a while. We like it. This is your opportunity. Come by tomorrow, Friday, August 8th. Hang out with me all day. Engage in support with this marathon. Make it happen. Let's hit goals. Let's do a great stream. And then I will do a bonus marathon at the end of the month. If not, well, then we'll either do something else or I just won't do the marathon at the end of the month and we'll have to wait till the end of September for our next marathon. Okay? All right, everyone. So, is it a bummer we didn't hit goals today? A little. Is it a bummer that we didn't get to the point where we can get DSP Tries It guaranteed tomorrow? Yeah, that actually is a bummer because that was the plan all along was let's get DSP Tries It for the marathon. Hopefully tomorrow people will show up, engage, and support. And I mean everywhere too. What I've noticed is certain days we'll get a whole bunch of people show up on Kick. Other days, no one supports on Kick at all. YouTube support has been consistent. Super chats, tips, all that. But it's really been the Kick stuff that's been inconsistent. I hope people will show up tomorrow to support this marathon, okay? And I'll be doing it all day long, starting at around 11:30 and going to like 8, 9 p.m. So I'll be here all day long, hanging out with you all for this marathon, all right? All right, everyone. Thank you so much. Have a good night. I will see you in the morning for Mega Man Marathon Part 2. Good night, and see you then.